Just got back to my parents' house. Looks like we got some packages to review. So the first product we got to test is the Smaco M8058 full face mask. And I've tried Smaco mini dive set, and this is kind of similar, but this full face mask had me real interested. When they sent me an email, I was like, I want to try this thing out. I think it's like $150. Next cheapest full face mask regulator thing is like $800, so that's got me really interested. Along with it, they have their, I think it's the same as one I had before. Yeah, okay, it's just different color. Their little mini, I think it's a two liter. This small dive tank, and you know, last time the problem with this dive, this it has a nice case, but the problem with it was the regulator did not fit. Yeah, the dive tank doesn't fit in the case with the regulator on it. And you can't take the regulator off because it's the first stage regulator is combined in the valve. So the case is kind of useless if you wanted to like use it to store the tank when it's full of air. But, you know, at least they tried, I guess. It's a nice presentation, just not very useful. So it's got this, you know, real compact first stage regulator. I liked it before. It looks like they haven't really changed anything here. And then they've got a mini air valve, which these have always worked great for me. And it comes with, looks like in this kit, it comes with the adapter to fill it with a yoke style connector. But I also had them send me, because my scuba stuff uses the DIN type adapter. There's the mask. It's got a tempered glass. Fine, it's kind of a smaller looking mask. Hopefully it fits. And I mean, so instead of just a normal strap, you have this like, you know, kind of scary looking like contraption. So I guess there's a quick release in case you need to get the mask off for some reason. Just pop off. That just makes it easier to loosen it. Okay, so let's put this thing on. A little bit of a smell, but not too bad. Okay. I'm wondering if this will, so I always have, when I'm diving, with my mask always leaks because of my mustache. So I'm wondering if this will improve the leaking or make it worse. Because I guess it will be sealing around here. So I guess it's still sealing up against facial hair. So it might not really help. Yeah, you pull that forward, it comes right off. So it's easy to get off. So we got some valves on here. Maybe that's to purge the water out. I think, oh, this is another valve. I think it said you could put like a communication thing in here for underwater comms. That would be kind of cool. But you also get a GoPro adapter and some zip ties to put the mouthpiece on. Super. But I like this really bright color. That'll be nice to see underwater compared to the black one. And it's cool they give you a normal regulator in case, you know, the mask doesn't work out for you. And we have two different filling adapters, so we can fill it with whatever tanks we have, because some places, you know, they're gonna get thrown off by this mini scuba tank stuff. So it's easy to say, okay, let me just borrow a normal tank and we'll fill it off of that. One thing they didn't include was a little backpack or a strap. So I guess we'll just have to hold on to the tank with one hand and maybe I can strap it to my waist or something. We'll find something. The other kit they have has a little backpack usually. I'm just set up my my scuba thing. Oh, I gotta put a zip tie on this thing. We'll see if this works. Hopefully it works, right? So my first session with the full face scuba regulator mask was a little awkward. I probably should have brought a mask and snorkel so I could swim to the place I wanted to dive without using up all my air. But once I got over there, I dove down to 40 feet. And again, this tank is just very small, so I used up the air pretty quickly, and I didn't really get to play around with it as much as I would have liked. So I think trying this out with a bigger tank would really be cool, so I could get more comfortable using it. But it was pretty cool being able to breathe through my mouth or my nose and not have a regulator in my mouth. I'm excited to try it out more. Next, we have the Poclink walkie-talkies. These are walkie-talkies that use a cellular network, and it's like got a global plan. Obviously, you're going to need some type of cellular connection where you're to use these. Oh, very tiny light. There's the battery. Nice big battery. And they're removable. That's cool. Like cell phones of the past. Remember when cell phones had removable batteries? USB-C charging. Thankfully. Is there a SIM provided? Look, they came with a SIM in there. We've got one in there already. Got a big red button on the top. Maybe that turns it on. Or maybe one of these on the side. Oh, it's coming on. So there's one. I'll get the other one open while we're waiting for him to start up. All right, so we got him hooked up and paired. It just took a second. They paired themselves. They seem to know my name, and it took like 3 or 4 minutes for them to get set up. But now they seem to be working. So the volume is here. They get very loud, and they tell you
volume level 3.
So testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There seems to be a bit of a delay. Bit of a delay, but it does work. These could be kind of cool maybe when you're buddy boating, you know, maybe you don't want to be like dealing with the VHF and this, maybe the frequencies are kind of crowded, so you could have one on each boat as long as you're within, you know, cell service. That could be good for buddy boating. Or maybe one person's ashore and one person's on the anchor. You could just leave these on, so if they need to say something back to the main boat and they don't have a SIM card or something. These could be kind of useful because these have global coverage, I think, with their plan, and they're pretty small. So I think it's a pretty fun thing. This is the POC link, so thanks for sending these over. We will test these out, and if we get a lot of use out of them, we'll show them in future videos. Do you have a visual on the Walmart?
This is 19 Prius. I have a visual on the entrance to the Walmart. Right turn ahead. Over.
Very cute little walkie-talkies there. Next product is the magicycle. Not every e-bike comes with a art piece that you could hang on your wall as the box, so that's pretty cool. Ocelot Pro with a mountain. It's a bike. It's an e-bike. Ride free, ride fun. All right, magicycle is assembled, and that purple color looks so good, especially outside in the sunlight. It's like a kind of a satin, a little bit of sparkle in it. So on this bike, let's go over all the features. First of all, you're getting a rack. You got the tail lights. Let's turn it on. So the on switch is up here. They always hide it a little bit. So they want you to know you got a color screen. Well, that's turned on. We have the these type of shifters. These are the ones I like the best, where it's like the click buttons. You have a twist throttle, which is I like better than the thumb. Now, they did a lot of things right with this one. The biggest thing that this has better than a lot of them is the torque sensor, which we will test it out, but usually that's way better pedal assist than the other bikes. This is a nice small size. I got this for my mom to replace the white one because this one I think is going to be better. My parents had been asking me to stop getting so many e-bikes, so I resisted for a while, but this one just looks so good. Of course, you got the suspension in the front, no suspension in the rear. There looks like there's a mount, so you could get maybe a front basket. You got the headlight, the wide fat tires, the oil brakes. You got a bell. Nice that that's included. And as far as motor, you got a hub motor like most of these always have. Comes with the fenders. Also, nice step through frame also. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pedal assist modes. Really jumpy. Okay, so this display over there is showing your watts. So let's go full throttle. That's showing 999 watts. It's all 24. Seems to be about the max speed. All right, so I'm liking the seating position on this. It feels like you got a nice low center of gravity. Very comfortable to get started on. And I think it'd be good for a lot of different sized people that, you know, as long as you're not too tall. Okay, so let's try the pedal assist modes. The 1, and we're getting a little bit. We can pedal harder. Then you can feel that torque sensor coming in. Try again, we'll go up to 3. Yeah, it's just like a nice smooth transition. It's not really trying to out pedal me, which I don't really like when other bikes do this. Let's go 5. Yep, and there's like a nice gradient in between the different modes too, which let's turn around and go uphill. We wouldn't really need it going downhill. Let's go uphill. So mode 5, yeah, it's helping out. It's not the smoothest, I guess, coming on. You can feel a little bit like, Let's go back down to 1. Yeah, you're having a lot more resistance here, but a little bit of help still. Up to 2, a little more help. 3, That's really starting to feel pretty nice. 4. Yeah, that is where it gets a little bit sturgy. So I think I give this my recommendation after my initial, test. Time will tell if it's any good. Can't really comment on that long term, but so far, I like it. It's good. Next product we have is a 50 dB oleap call noise cancellation open ear headphone. Wow. So what is this? How does this work? Let's see. Okay, so it's like a little mini earphones. So I can be like, hey guys, I'm on the phone now. I'm answering calls. I've always wanted to answer calls, and now I can do it with noise canceling headphones. Let's try it out. So this thing has a beautiful metallic purpley black color and a nice rubbery feel. And you got your 3 buttons here. And then these things, they don't go in your ear, they go over it. So you don't have anything sticking in your ear. And that's the oleap way. You don't want anything sticking in your ear with these headsets. Okay, so this video is with the iPhone microphone, just for reference. Right, and now we are using the oleap microphone. It doesn't quite reach in front of my mouth, so hopefully you can still hear me over on the side here. I'll let you be the judge if it's better or worse, and if it's doing its claim of eliminating the noise. So thank you so much, oleap, for sending this over. I'll take a listen to the result, and then if it works, maybe I'll use it in my videos. And yeah, let me know what you think, guys, of the oleap 50 dB open ear headphone for the wind noise. Hopefully it's canceling out the wind, because that's my main problem with microphones. The next product is a 20 psi sup air pump from Topump, and this is the TPS 300 model. Wow, this thing had a rough trip here, but it looks like it survived. Look at this, that's creative. I guess I gotta charge it up. A little nook for your 12-volt car charger adapter, so you can charge it from your car or your boat, and a little USB port, and then you can plug it, charge it from the wall. Also, that's cool. Some of them are only charged with the 12 volt, but this one you can charge with both. They give you the power adapter also, so that's cool. And 20 psi is pretty good. That should be able to pump pretty much any paddleboard. And can't wait to try this thing out. Thank you, Topump, for sending it over. Look, you got a little strap here. I guess you could tuck your accessories under there. Looks like a cool product.
Wow. Well, all I can say is thank you so much to these incredible companies for sending these awesome products for me to review. I am so lucky to just be able to get random products sent in the mail and try them out. It's a blast. I love it. Next video, I'll be back on the boat sailing in Malaysia. I'll see you guys then.